Hey everybody, this is Tom with The Board Gamer. Today we're going to do a quick overview and review for this game. If you want the full how-to, go ahead and click this icon up here or the link in the description. Now let's get into it. Honey Buzz is a 1 to 4 player game for ages 10 and up with an average gameplay length of 45 to 90 minutes. Published by Elf Creek Games. In Honey Buzz, each player will take turns sending out their bees to collect hive tiles to improve their own personal hive. When a honeycomb is complete, you will need to fill it with a matching nectar tile to eventually produce honey. By having multiple types of honey, you can sell them or complete orders to collect coins and points. When the market price of 4 types of nectar reaches the lowest point, or when 2 of the 3 order stacks are emptied, finish the round so everyone takes the same number of turns, and then the game ends. Add together coins, honey and pollen, contest points, and order card points, and the player with the highest total points wins. Honey Buzz is the type of game that satisfies in both looks/table appeal and game design. This game has bright pastel colors, adorable little beeples, but it also has tile placement that has you thinking several moves ahead to be able to execute the actions you desire to get the most out of your turn. This could have been a simple, bright, and colorful casual game, or it could have been a dim and pale strategy game. But thankfully, someone somewhere said, why not both? And thus we received a bright and colorful strategy game that would engage our minds and satisfy the eyes. Now, enough buzzwords. Let's see what this hive contains. I have 2 sets of components to show you today. We have the standard components and the deluxe components. Some are more impactful than others. For example, the nectar tile, although having the same art, the impact of the plastic tile compared to the cardboard tile is greater for table appeal. And it also adds a tiny bit of elevation to your hive, making the delicious looking honey stand out all the more amongst the rest of the hive. Another set of components we have are the cardboard fans, which are made of wood in the deluxe version, as well as the first player markers with its cardboard honey dipper in the standard edition and the wooden counterpart in the deluxe version. These differences are subtle, but do have an impact. Now as for the Forage Tokens, these are very different. In the standard edition, you have a round cardboard disc with matching colored background for each player. But in the deluxe version, you have a fuzzy little beeple, so pollen will stick to it better than the normal beeple. Speaking of the beeples, these are extremely cute, especially with the added details of these slits. This gives a bit of personality that the beeples did not need, but make them seem of a higher quality than if they had just been solid wood pieces. The final improved component in the deluxe version is the pollen. Instead of gem-like pieces of pollen, we have tiny backpacks full of pollen to make any bee's job easier and more efficient. Now as for the rest of the components, they're the same across both editions, such as the hive tiles, which have cute artwork, especially the starting hive tiles. The little color matching nightcaps get me every time. The order cards add to the theme and the personality with the other woodland creatures on them. And the coins are pretty entertaining with their individual shapes and amounts. You can see what these bees hold at higher value. Finally, we have the beautifully illustrated boards that could have been smaller, but then you would have missed out on this amazing art. There is so much in this game, and it was made with such care and attention, it will glow on any table. When discussing ease of play, I have to say this is a very middle-of-the-road type game. The concepts and actions are easy to understand, but knowing when is the best time to execute those actions and have the ability to pull off combos is something that will either come to you the more you play this game or from past game experience. Can a brand new person to board games play this game? Yeah, of course. But they may not enjoy it as much as someone who has a bit more experience in the hobby. In my opinion, I think building up to this type of game is essential for its enjoyment. Some may love it at its first playthrough, but I have found that it takes a couple playthroughs for some people to get a complete picture of what this game has to offer before they fall in love with this game as well. Bottom line, the concept is easier to teach and learn than it is to execute. Luckily, having stated that a few playthroughs are required to fully grasp this game, I can confidently say Honey Buzz has a pretty high replay value. With different starting configurations, the game can play out differently each time. Not only with the different ways to start, but with the different strategies you can attempt to get more points, will have you wanting to play this game more and more. Of course, it also doesn't hurt that it is amazing to look at. Some games are held back by their looks, especially when introducing them to people who have yet to try that particular game. But with Honey Buzz, the look of it helps bring it to the table more often than other games like it. To answer the luck versus strategy question, we only need to look at the front of the box. It tells you Honey Buzz is 100% organic strategy. Although this is a clever line, it is also true. This is a strategy game. There is really nothing that relies on luck in this game. Every move you make is and needs to be intentional in order to get to the end. And personally, I'm here for it. I enjoy this beautifully packaged strategy game, and if you like strategy games, I think you will too. Honey Buzz's theme fits better than any other theme I can think of for it. You need to make the most coins and points to win. Now, to make those coins, you need to sell something. Let's make it something only you can collect, and let's make it bright and colorful. The answer is bees. They collect nectar from bright and colorful flowers to make the honey you can then sell to other woodland creatures to accumulate points in order to win. I don't know which came first, the idea to build a game around bees or the game's mechanics. Either way, this theme fits perfectly for this game and its gameplay. For instance, you cannot hold any honey in your hives unless you have an empty space to store it. With the theme and gameplay matching up so well, the feelings you get when playing this game are very positive. The initial looks of the game are great, and the gameplay fits the theme. I enjoy playing this game, and I am glad it has the theme worth looking at and enjoying. This board gamer says, Honey Buzz will swat away any boredom you might have. And be sure to save the bees, people. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and ring the bell to get notified about new videos. If you're bored now, click this for more games.